Back in that bag again. Whoa, yeah.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
Kumusta dyan ang kuan gikan pag duty din diretso tag podcast.
As a hardworking person,
Correct.
okay ra.
Mahal na magud ang mga
Yeah.
laki ron so dapat mo trabahan jud ta pag ayo.
Dilihin dapat
Correct.
maning kamot jud today.
Yeah, for those who don't know, we actually have day jobs.
Actually,
We
somebody
work
is
day
willing to
jobs.
employ us.
This is just part of our, for now, hobby. Pero
Hobby.
Lara. Kay mga girl boxer jud.
it's not a hobby actually. Kay company naman today.
Pastime. Char.
But you know, we are going to we have to welcome everyone.
Of
Welcome
course.
everyone to
Welcome back.
This Sucks podcast, and this is our podcasting couch.
Yes, and go.
Go.
Ano pag story sa mo
Go.
Guys, ano po nabantay nga?
Yes.
Something
Something
different.
new,
Oh my
something
guys.
different. Yes.
It's not my hair, ha? Char.
Yes. Nag-rent yun may kuan. Kaya namatay na nga. Nang raid mi og antique shop.
To the dearly beloved.
Correct.
Sa tag-iya ani nga kuan.
Katotong mga costume ani katong mga nangamatay nga mga ni play sa role nga Macbeth. So amo siyang gipang kolekta tanan gibutang diha.
Actually.
So if muli
Should ka magkuhan na.
Don't mention the name. Very
Don't
wrong.
mention the name.
should I go outside?
Yes.
Please exit the runway.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, we have to tell you na you can't say that name because
Yeah.
it's
But it's just a trial.
Yes.
Sorry kayo. That's right. Dili na to, wala na to siya.
Char.
we will have an episode where we will count down all the common common theater superstitions.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. So you as
Meron pong
audience,
nastorya na ako no kay superstition
Yes.
ko tong kuan.
Yeah.
So you
Kuan,
are
ipasabot
as our
ako.
audience know when you come to the theater and watch us perform, you will know all the superstitions that we still follow to this day. We don't know why we follow it, but we still
Correct.
follow it, you know.
Well,
Actually
For good
excited
luck.
ko ang nga kuan podcast nato sunod. Na
Na
mga
kuan.
mga theater
Ano
superstitious
siya, episode
beliefs.
13.
Medyo sa hotdog.
Okay, table 12 raman ta day. 12 raman ta
Wala ka 12 episodes from me.
Correct. Anyways, unsa mo topic mabataw
so-
sige taga-tabi dire.
Tabo na siya.
So anyway, welcome to This Sucks podcast where we
Yes,
talk,
this sucks.
rant, and complain about our life as an artist. No, this is what happens behind the scenes whenever we have shows, whenever we're in our rehearsals. No, we complain a
All
lot.
the time.
Correct.
Yes,
Every time.
artists complain a lot.
Yes.
So behind the glitz and glamour, we are still made of. Everything is still made of cardboards and insecurities. Cardboards, glue sticks, and insecurities.
Stapler, usahay.
Yes.
Mereste.
Meresa.
Yes. All you can see is this, but you don't see the mess. So this podcast is going to talk about the mess that we are all going through, especially with artists. You know,
Correct.
because it's not a career. Is it a career?
Ang unsa man ang
Being an artist?
Yes. Oh, of course. It is a chosen career, di ba?
some make it into a career and then some
Huh? Introduction.
Hala bitaw, wala pa ta nag-introduce.
sorry director.
Hala, sorry kayo.
sorry tech director. Sorry.
Sorry sa among director.
Sorry.
But yeah, so
So
Diretso
diretso
na good bis abog pagbuha. It's been a
So
long time na
ni diretso ra siya og kung ay si direct.
yes, here we are going to speak it as Bisaya, no, as Bisaya speakers. Ay, wait sa di ay. For everyone who is asking, ni-assume raming and nag-ask mo, no, possibly you want to know, perchance, Char, if you're wondering why we are here and who
Who we
are. No, we are Table 12. We stage Bisaya stories, Bisaya stories for theater, film, and TV. So it has after the pandemic, it has become this multi-platform storytelling.
Spell.
Okay, we used to just do theater, no?
Yes, tinoan.
So now we're delving into film and TV and
OnlyFans.
radio and OnlyFans.
Correct.
Soon.
Follow Abigail.
Correct.
Yeah. She does porn with her
Yes.
boobs. Charot. Hi,
Yeah,
Abs.
Abby with the double D's.
Yes. That's her name on OF.
Yes.
Misty.
So, no, we have to introduce
Ourselves.
Who we are.
ourselves.
I
So
don't
we are
care.
Table 12. We have Mark.
Hi, guys.
I am Hochi. And we have our
Eternal guest.
Yes.
Correct.
eternal guest.
Yes.
Ruby. Yeah!
Hi! Hello everyone!
Yay!
Salamat kay Kyle
Eternal
sa
guest
pag-set
na
up.
siya.
Actually,
Yes.
na-appreciate na nako kay at least sa pag-guest na nako. Karoon na sila ni set up ug nani ka kuan.
Di ba garbosan?
Check lang. And this is Taler.
Oh,
Yes! Oh, yes! We will introduce Taylor the plant.
Correct.
Taylor. Hi, this is Taylor.
You're still here, Taylor.
Yes.
In your memory.
Yes.
Charot.
Sa mga gipasakitan, sa mga kuan, yes. Mahimo siyang
Panog.
kahoy-kahoy na lang, yes. If gipasakitan mo, ina sila nga magkahoy-kahoy na lang ko.
Correct.
Para dili ko masakitan.
Invest in plants.
Yes. So we are from Visayas, no? So we are going to speak Bisaya,
Yes, of course.
but we will try to speak in English for our non-speaking for our non-speaking for our non-Bisaya speakers.
What sign
in
language
there.
pa Mega?
For our non-Bisaya speakers out there,
Correct.
we will speak in English, and if we ever speak in the vernacular, no, we will try to explain and
Adjust
translate
na mo.
some of it. Kay some of it dili gyud siya ma-translate, especially
Yes.
expressions and whatever.
Correct.
So for you to understand us, we will do that for you, our audience, all 5 of you.
Yes. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi.
I would like to extend my camera. Rest eh.
That's 2 of them na.
Yes. So for tonight, no,
Yes.
for tonight's episode, we are going to talk about artists, because this is an art podcast. We are going to talk about artists and mental health and the lack of.
Charot. Chaka.
Yeah. So, who wants to
Be a millionaire. Charot.
start?
Of course, si Kuya Mark may mo start ana kay kuan man.
Like-
Wala lang, ikaw rin mo start.
Like,
Dapat-
what is the state of, like in general, state of artists' mental health nowadays, especially after the pandemic?
Well, di ko kakuan kita. Taon kung wala kami sa life. But I feel like, I don't know. I think there is this stereotype mong good na if you're an artist.
Di na po ka madungog bayot. Balik na po taan
Di ko ka mag-good. Di ko na kuan technical director. My volume is good.
Di lang siya gisugsugan.
Hello.
Na.
I feel like when you're an artist, mong good, there's this stereotype mga ka na dapat tortured soul.
Yeah.
Dapat kuan jud ka, depressed jud ka. Dapat you're mentally unstable because
Dapat hugaw ka lang tao.
dapat damak jud charot.
Oh.
Ano ba? More there's that stereotype
Unhygienic
nga
na.
Unhygienic.
an artist has to be that
Yes.
nga, tortured soul jud ka, dapat na jud ka pinagdadaanan sa kinabuhi para makaproduce kag authentic
Like,
nga art form.
you should be Edgar Allan Poe
Correct.
for you to be able to write great poems of you have
Dapat-
to be like,
Van Gogh jud levels ba?
you have to be
Van Gogh. Yes.
Ikaw, Ruby, what can you say about
Energy.
What,
Ingon na mong
what
director
can
ni
I say
Energy
about-
daw.
what can you say about artists having to do we have to be tortured souls, or do we have to be miserable to
As a-
become a good artist?
Yeah.
It is so hard, no? Because naadyo yung mga tao nga inana kanang they are trying to ay kanang murabaw gatuo sila nga dapat if artist ka inana ka, but actually when we say art or doing art, it's actually like one way in order for us to get out of the reality. Mo magud po na siya meaning sa art.
Escape, basically.
Oo. Yes, to escape ba. And our lives life itself is already tortured
Da-
kung boto na hunaon.
spell.
Naana tay mga gipang-agian sa atong kinabuhi sa ato ang kinabuhi nga kuan nga normal paganita, how much more if artist na ka. So dili tanan inana manggod. So if naay mga artist nga kanang feeling nila nga tortured nilang soul inana,
Deserve.
deserve na nila.
Deserve.
But actually, that is actually their way of getting out of the reality. Oh, inana ba? But dili siya pasabot nga, abi kay artist ka, kanang rasta-rasta kag buhok, rasta-rasta kag kwan. Dili na siya tinuyo.
Alam mo, that's a specific
Dili na siya tinuyo ng inana.
Name
Oo,
names.
dili
Can we name names?
wala rasta-rasta ka buhok, wala kay kaligo lang tawon. Dili na siya ingon nga tinuyo.
Bahoon,
Di
ano?
bahoon
So what
lang
what
tawon.
he's trying to say is not all artists have that kind of hair, not all artists are unhygienic. Hindi
Correct.
po ba may pag-toothbrush po mi.
Or I take a bath in the morning.
Yes, we exist,
once a
guys.
week.
Oo. And when you say art, baya, it is like kuan daghan kayong different types of arts. For example, the beauty queens, they are considered artists because of their pasarellas. Walking is an art baya, 'di ba? So, of course, they have to be beautiful. They have to be inani, ana. So, if katupong uban nga kuan, lahi po ilahang ganahang buhaton silang kinabuhi, syempre kita namtay pag-weirdo tanan, 'di ba? So depende gyud sa ato ang tripping. But ayaw mo pag-ingon nga
Kanya-kanyang trip lang yan.
kanya-kanyang trip
Walang
lang gyud na
basagan ng
siya.
trip, guys.
Walang basagan ng trip. Ana, ayaw ra pud mag-ingon nga kani artist ni siya kay hugaw ni siya buhok. Ana, dili pwede ana. Artist ni siya kay artist ni siya kay puros itom hastang matag itom tanan ana dili.
Name names.
Oo,
Bakit
dili siya
ikanto na
pwede
siya,
ana.
Jai?
Artist ni siya kay dagan ni siya tattoo, dili na siya ana. Na may mga artist ako, walang
Ay,
tattoo.
Ala.
Oo. So depende gud siya sa tripping yun. Ana, depende siya sa tripping. Ayaw mo judge kaayo sa mga artist. Ako personally, dili ko
Bayot
pwedeng
ka.
tattoo kay naman ko ikaw keratosis pilaris. So,
Spell, spell.
Ano po siya mga terms?
medical terms mana sa kanang mga sa skin condition mga kineso kinami. Ana siya. So anyways, mo
So
na siya.
so what you're saying is like for Mark usually lang yung like tortured soul or whatever, it affects us. So ang tattoo and ang kanang tawag kaning buhok and all those things nga ginabuhat sa artist to make them look like that. Is it also like a kind of expression or like
it's their way in expressing them.
okay, so it's their way of like with all the turmoil and the torture inside,
Correct.
some
because,
of us.
Because at the end of the day, we have our own different stories baya. So naana siya stories behind nga naging-ana siya inana. Na stories like for example imong tattoo na siya story ngano kang nagpabutang og tattoo inana.
Okay.
So
And
dili siya kanang kuan, mas ma-typecast mo gud ang artist usahay
Yeah.
tungod sa kanang minana mga mindset
Murag
sa
default
tao.
na siya nga look for artists, but then again we also have to like consider nga as artists we are also very we are very concerned and we are very
Mura kang
you know,
nangulba day, nakagkuan. Okay ra ka?
dili day ko
Mura siyang nangulog.
gitugnaw ko
Kapit yun na ako sa air conditioning
Ito lang
system.
tapi
Oo.
ang aircon day.
Correct.
Guys, sa table 12 kay kuan mi diri Iceland.
It's
Yes.
not good.
Ang kuan like if like ingon ana ba nga like self-expression and whatever, so we are also concerned with our image manggod,
Yeah, of
like how we
course.
look, how we present ourselves
For sure.
Correct.
to the world. It also matters for us nga once you see us you'll say nga artist like si Heath Ledger kinsa paning mga like Hollywood actors kasi that's really very kuan sa ato mao may known sa ato po dire mga Hollywood actors who actually like destroyed themselves for the role
Correct.
and not
Jim Carrey, di ba?
yeah Jim Carrey
And
So,
sometimes people or a lot of Hollywood actors develop an image or like what do you call that? More pag naano sila kanang not an image but more siya kanang they become notorious but for being difficult to work with.
Yeah.
Because of being very method.
Yeah.
Nga like lang, for example, Christian Bale. Nga when
Yeah,
he gets into character, if
Like he really lost weight nga
Yeah.
nga for the kuan nga almost ano na gani
like
kanang murag dili na kay siya kalakaw.
exactly. Unya, kana bang these are life-threatening things.
Yeah.
The things these people go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, imo ang kontra kay mora pong kaugalingon.
True.
So mo nang lisod siya.
But by the way, to those who don't know, method acting is a technique, is an acting technique where you actually become the character
Correct.
and live as the character. So everything they do, if ang character na dili maligo for 1 month, dili ka maligo for 1 month. Bahalag manimaho ka diha sa set, wa jud kay ligo because you are the character. And you want some actors go to the lengths nga they want to be addressed as the character and not as the actor.
There was this one movie ni Jim Carrey nga, I think it was Jim Carrey nga, he played a character nga, or I don't know if it was him nga, piang ba? Nga he had to be carried everywhere because he can't walk. Because piang lagi siya. So dapat he had to be carried around the set.
Ay,
Okay, as a piang
Yeah.
person, he can't walk ba?
Yeah.
So he stayed like that all throughout the filming. When you become... Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel is Jim Carrey, sorry. I stand corrected. Yeah,
Ni Tando ra po tanno.
he had to be carried he had to be carried around the set because piang man siya sa
Ang atong mental health daw, low IQ mo.
Correct.
as a piang person, how can I walk? Carry me around, bitches.
It
Correct.
becomes difficult for, and not just actors,
Production.
for the entire
The staff.
production. It's very, we are like, now we are actually like describing the circumstance, the situations that we put ourselves in. That's why we are, that's katong giingon ni Ruby, nga sayang wala mi ligo. Most of the time, like with mag-production ta, wala ko'y ligo.
Correct.
Consume kay ka ng thought.
But as an
of
actor,
production.
kinahanglan kang maligo.
As an
Yeah.
Okay
actor,
ra if ka na staff ka or something, wala. Pero if actor ka, din mo deal ka og mga tao.
Yeah.
Kaligo yung taon, ginoo ko kay sos.
But
Di
don't
ko mo
rush.
dool ni mo,
Like
pistina ka.
for a time nga wala ko'y ligo, wala ko'y anything, wala.
But I think common na
it is
siyang inana
very-
sa film, no? Mga
Dili,
inana.
masi theater
This
na
is theater po.
Especially theater.
Ay, UK, wala ko'y ligo.
Patsyonay ba ang theater
Okay.
dyan?
Yeah.
Wala ko'y ligo for 3 to 5 days.
I mean, kanang kono ba? Character development? Like mga method acting, mga kaya
Dili.
Dili, gyud. Bisag po
Director
ko.
ko ninyo sa IAUK, wala ko'y ligo.
Okay.
Hey!
Hinoon. Para po ka ba?
Self-confessed.
Self-confessed, wala ligo. Pero ako naligo na ko.
Correct.
Kay IAUK was like 9 months. Good na.
O gani.
Grabe.
Ay, ginoo ko. Abot lang. Mabuang ko atong production.
And actually, I had to take therapy after IAUK. It's actually hard for us to really be. That's why artists are notorious for failed relationships, for
Correct.
kuan, and it's
Mauding gabulag mo. Chara, check ka.
hello sa kuan, gibulagan ni
Hello sa
Ruby
akong
Ugman.
ex, charing check.
Hello, Vitaw. Ni-graduate na next year.
We have
Yes! We're back. Ana po ni. Kanina pong
we're
portion na
back
ni.
to our most awaited segment
Of the year.
this podcast.
Kani torture the Jukoni.
Yes.
Tortured soul.
We're going to
Wait,
torture
For
our
sure.
eternal guest.
Ikaw na po talor, B. Ikaw na
This
po talor.
is the eternal guest.
Yay!
Yes.
So, this segment, Mark and I are going to talk about a topic that we may or may not be interested in.
Yep.
But just to torture Ruby.
Yes. We'll talk about it
Ito
anyways.
yung... So, ito lang muna mo, pagdumot na ako. Kapoy mo ninyo.
Actually,
Ignan
tortured ka na muna.
So, what we're going to... ako naman na-explain, di ba? We are going to talk about a topic but
Yes.
Ruby does not know. Yes. What he has to do is he has to keep the conversation moving. He
Correct.
has to contribute to the conversation
Correct.
without knowing
The
the
topic.
topic. And at the end of this segment, he is going to guess
What the topic is
kind
about.
of topic is it.
Yep.
Yes. So ready na kaday?
Laba ba ko yung choice? Tabang ko talor ha. Humungi
Talor,
ka.
tabanganis bayot.
Correct.
Taler.
Oo.
Pagkuhan sa ni Taler kay basing mga kuano-kuano.
Himasi-masi ang dahon
La.
day.
Correct. Asa ko no bi. Bulbulo na
Ayaw, kay
gyapon.
basing bulagan kag kuan.
Okay.
Ayaw, kay basing bulagan kag uyab day.
Wala mo gani na.
Balik.
Ha? Wa na gani. Wa na koy uyab. Umatay na ganitong. Wala na.
Okay.
Anyway.
So we'll start.
Yes, we will.
Yes. Kanisha, I think this grew bigger.
Phenomenon.
Yes, it became a
Pag
phenomenon.
yung grow bigger
in the-
ako ano siya. Grower.
Dodge dagway ni.
It became a phenomenon in the Philippines. Kay, you know, number one, the Filipinos love drama.
Of course, I feel like especially with the Marites nga kind of culture we have sa Pilipinas,
Yeah.
we love to talk about something jud in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening sa kanila tayo machikans atong balay.
It's available online.
Exactly, especially if it's televised nationally.
Yeah.
I just call her, lamig na kaayo.
Like they actually have their own app na.
Ay, yes, oh my God. It's so weird kaya tingalan lang ako sa akong
They have their
amahan.
own app.
Ngayon yung iPads ako magulang ko. Hey, itsura. Kanina nung sa app.
Ay, my
Katunga
gosh.
app. Kaya nga sa ka-funny sa...
Like,
kuan.
are you a fan? Or do you watch it at least?
I mean...
Matingog pa ba ko?
I cannot I cannot avoid it. Because it's everywhere. Like when I access my social media accounts, mugawas jud sila. Especially during the pandemic. Ikaw, kita ako sa mga videos ba yun sa social media?
Oh, kita ko sa video social media silang kuan kanang usa na ikaning ano na usa ka
Sa video ka lang kayo mag-comment ba?
Ah?
Kung viral kayo all the time. Sige,
Oo,
almost viral siya every
it's
day.
always viral.
Oo.
Oh,
Every time, mag-release
So,
sila
mo sa
episode.
ginakita ka ni.
oh lagi. Kita lagi ko kay namo koy mata. Mo na nabuang na pero kabalo ka ni
Like-
oo. Actually, kana siya nga topic. Ako man kuano kanang ang role man kay kanang dapat kuan to keep the conversation moving. Okay, conversation move. Kamu na bahala. Gihimo na kung munahon na si kuan conversation.
Ang verb. Charot.
It's our if it's
Padayon mo sa Springer,
it's
mo
the
kay ako nang
Filipinos
ikuan.
version of Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s, back in the
Udo,
90s,
so
kay
ganda
murag-
ng Jerry Springer ko.
Oh, siya sa
Butin niyo.
Spring.
Correct.
Did you
walay
spring?
TV.
Charot.
Ang mga walay TV.
Sorry.
Oo, wala. Ano ko?
Oo. And I feel like, mong God, Filipinos also like to fight.
Yeah.
Jud. They like, Filipinos love a spectacle, Jud.
Yeah.
If it's gonna generate conversation, if it's gonna generate attention, ganahan jud kito niya. The fact ba nga daghan kay pwede maka-comment sa topic at same
Yeah.
time,
Ka-
lipat
in
kay
real
mga
time,
tao,
my
in
gosh.
real time pa jud mga piste.
Like karon kay na naman sila yung mga like sa waiting area kay nagatanaw mi every lunch nagatanaw mi kay favorite na siya ni Sergio og ni Kuan ni Ann. Hi Ann.
Hi.
Kuan it's a lunch thing for
Ah,
us.
sa grupo na siya.
So naana sila'y kuan, naana sila'y mga footage nga kuan nasa waiting area taas kay ang linya.
Wow.
Like mura kag kanang gahulat o kanang gahulat sa imong birth certificate sa PSA.
As in?
Like ing ana gyud siya nga. Ano?
No?
Murag gahulat og
And I feel like,
ayuda.
mong good pod, Filipinos like validation, Jud.
Yeah.
They like to feel validated ba sa ilang mga issues nga dapat na inchakto akong kuan, inchakto ko.
Kung feel ng validation nga nung kailangan maglinya, wa ko kasabot ninyo. Actually, nakasabot ka. Time sa basic yung
In fairness bitaw, na may ubang issue nga ma-resolve.
Ma-resolve, Jud.
Oh, ma-resolve good pod.
Na may ubang issues nga mabukat enough na
hala.
Oh.
na may ubang nga binuang.
O, labi pa niya,
Yeah.
for, ano ba kadang,
Si chairman.
Chairman.
Si chairman ganina nga kuan siya naka
Mabdos?
Ingon ba nako?
Ha?
Si chairman nakapamabdos siya og kuan. Ni asawa si chairman, yung nakapamabdos siya og kuan constituent. Ang constituent ni ato didto. Gitawagan nila si chairman.
o sa kay ano mong kay for the clout trapod.
Nya ang si chairman ito bagrapod siya. Nya later on ni ana siya nga kuan. Nya siya na ay ma'am okay pa lang naman. Okay pa lang yung problema kasi ipapa-paternity test pa natin. So nya giingnan siya nga pero chairman pag uwi niyo ng bahay yung asawa mo ng problema mo nagtaksil ka pa rin. Kamalo kung say giingon niya. Siya ma'am pero patago naman siya na yun nga problema ko katawa pa siya.
Wow.
Nga kuan. Katawa pa siya nga siya, nga, ma'am, malalaman na ng asawa ko.
Happy ka siya.
Yeah.
Looking forward.
After ka to na-resolve na, siyang, actually, ma'am, fan ako ng show niyo
So show di ay na siya? Or dili rapod?
Pero kasi maingon mo sa show, karang maingon anak nga issue, Ruby.
Mga, issue di na siya. Dahil kaya ko show nga na, naglinya. Sige ko, pastorya, pagod mo. Sige, pastorya, pagod mo.
Kanang mo adto sila, muingon sila sa ilang issue. To i-resolve.
Okay. Kuan, dapat pugod po i-resolve ang issue bisag asa pa or bisan pag kuan, sanay dapat i-resolve kay syempre kanang kaysa magpinatsanay mo, di ba? So kinahanglan mo mag kuan.
Pero why do you think nga moadto ang mga Pinoy dito nga naamay other avenues
sikat man siya.
of like pwede man magpabarangay, pwede man like other avenues of kuan like other services sa government nganong dito man gyud mo adto
para mas matagad kana ganing kay usahay kinahanglan sa usahay man gud kitang mga Pinoy ganahan magutang ma-expose no sa kuan sa
so apil lang exposure ana
sa national television
for the cloud
matingana lang ta nga kuan hala katong ni guest ani nga show kay kuan na gi-invite na sa fiesta. Gipakanta na kuan guesting
manager
correct
tanong ka dyan
kay pareha ko ni katong kuan kay baho siya sana
taler
baho siya kuan
baho kag bilat
ana katong
hindi mo ba na baho kag duga
diba
duga video ba nga baho kag
kay niana ang bay
baho ko kag bilat
baho ko kag duga so
wala ka baluan na
ang ending ang ending kay nisikat
na siya yung mga guesting
correct
ni guwapa biya siya dai blooming siya ses pataka
like kat pong si Hipon
girl
for the clout jud no kay sometimes biya musikat biya jud kan
correct
fame these
eventually
days costs money biya jud as in
I
we
think
live in a very social media savvy
usually kay dako kaayo pod nga gasto if mo adto sa mukuha
libre man gud ang sa
lawyer
show
sa ila kay libre manggod
tinuod
libre hon manggod paternity test
dako na sila kuan dako na sila investment na dako na sila mga commercials keme
na figure out na
niya
na ay gani
I think magaling nga shopping network.
na siya shopping network sa to ay
as in
yes na siya shopping network
pero wala ko kabaloan ng shopping
like
network
mura siya card spree
asa na home shopping
mura siya home shopping
nga station or app
it's an app like mura siya lang na grocery nga you can actually shop from there
pero anong na ay app unsay relation sa iyang show ug sa app
sponsors
clout media
advertisers ka app katong app sa iyang show
og app nga
og app nga shopping
okay
mura siya diri ba nga mura siya Grab nga kanang mo adto ka sa Robinson di ba kana ang Robinson naman sa Grab so if kailangan ka mag-grocery nga kanang dali-dali dito ka magkuan ingana sa ila ha
lami ra
so ang funds padulong po dito tanan
bawi ra pod no
yeah
full circle full circle
as in
full circle ay
yeah like every after sa ilang magkanang mag-break ang ilang ang ako po ma-appreciate po nako kay mag-break sila pas-pas po kaayo like kanang 15 seconds 30 seconds niya human
correct
yeah,
may may nana po na atong podcast sunod feeling na ako magpa-issue siguro ta para
shopping mall punta
ano po reklamo nyo sir wala kasi nanonood sa podcast namin sir lima lang kasi
Ipa-viral good me.
Magpa-plug lang po kami, sir.
Including my mom and dad. Hello.
Correct.
So ano reklamo niya? Yun po, sir.
Mura to siya, sir.
Correct.
Versus people of the Philippines.
Gusto ko lang pong maging sikat, sir.
Oo.
So, I think nakuha na.
I think you figured it.
I think so.
O si mag 3 gases gyapon ta or kaya ni mo usa?
Ambot lang kaya siguro ko sa
Sige,
tulfo.
Hala. Ay, wow! Idol!
No common magud siya.
Idol Ravi!
Idol, Rami no iba.
Viral yun po noon siya.
It's become na gani, like...
phenomenon mo
It's
gani
become
sa
a thing. Like, ipatulfo na yan.
Oo. Like, if dili ma-resolve ang imong issues, tulfo.
Correct.
Mukha nila, #idol, #tulfo in action.
Oh.
Correct.
Mo din na. Bro,
Idol Rafi.
It's synonymous to #KMJS.
Yeah.
Oo.
Kung ano
Dagan
man
kayong
siya,
mga nanga-viral.
oo lang na nadaog siya as senator, kaya paspas po kayo ma-resolve mga issues.
Publicized po kayo ang
kanang
pag-resolve.
wala na
Publicity
you can
started po.
ano ba, you can skip through the red tape, na
Oo.
ipasa-pasa pa ka, na.
Exactly.
Hey, na.
Especially
So,
when he goes against mga politicians.
Yeah.
Mga local
Sus,
politicians.
ginoo ko siya muyaw-yaw no kaning mga kani si Rafi ba na mo ini didaog as senator ginoo ko mo jud mawala ning
number 3
ubang
siya.
senator.
Number 3 siya to, Journal.
Oh, taas siya posisyon.
Like,
Pero karon grabe siya mga way
Grabe
ko
siya
senators
mangaway.
niya murag matanga ni.
Yeah.
kay usually sa una makita ko mo yung na murag ay cheap murag ano ba pero ano ba ya he delivers.
Bukan eh. And ano po siya, well-educated po siya, kabalo po siya sa ipang yaw-yaw. Bisag ang mga nang lantaw niya kay murag nangulba na kuan na feeling nako kay bulletproof na ni siya sa kuan pag mugawas.
I think it also
Mura siya sa
ano po.
Dumaguete pa, mura siya si Jones Manaban.
Oh.
But was it Jones Manaban Bang Bang? Is he still alive?
Oh,
So,
Buhay pa
Was he
siya.
Bang Bang? Ba?
wala
But
pa.
there were
Pero
some
naga-bulletproof man na siya, di ba?
Bang
Every
Bang
time
into
na
the
kuan.
room.
Or dili.
Si Jones
Jones.
Manaban.
pero ang sa kuan sa
Bandilyo, di ba? Bandilyo. That's his thing. What was his thing?
Kuha na siya.
Charot.
DYSR.
But he was a famous person locally.
he still is.
Kaya grabe siya, kanang fearless man gud
sa
siya.
radio nagyapon siya.
Siya kung nakakuha ni Mark.
Nawala among si Marshall among iro.
Siya nakakita? Through his show.
Through his show nakita nang kuan.
Thank you, Sir Jones.
Pero bata pa ko
Yes.
mga 2000, like 2001,
College ko na,
2002.
high school ko na panahon
Sikat
na.
na gyud siya kaayo kay fearless kay siya paminahon sa radio gyud.
Iyang daughter went to our high school. But manghod na ako.
Sa
Mga
Shuttle?
like 2 years. No.
Si Shuttle na high school?
NO. NO.
Grabe.
Mga 2 years younger na ako. Dago yung anak.
Kaya ano I think it also connects to like it also boils down to our like not just Filipinos but like commoners wow.
Commoners?
Like usual mga ang atong kuan like what we see in movies mga heroes like our need for heroes.
Correct.
So if ever na ay fearless nga ingon ana nga tao
Mo stand
can
out.
like yeah.
Or siya Robin Hood sa atong panahon ba?
Oh, inga na
Correct.
ba?
Oo.
So, yeah. That's it! Congrats to our
Pero
eternal
lisod
guest.
biya siya. Winawon pag ingon na dayong phenomenon gatay biya eh.
Okay, we're back again.
So,
Fake
going
lang.
back
The art
to
of
ano,
plasticity.
going back to the topic
Yes.
na artists and being crazy and being synonymous to crazy. But karon like in all seriousness, do artists really need to go through therapy? Or just doing the work is enough?
I feel like if you have the opportunity, Jud, to go to therapy, regardless if you're an artist or not, you should really go to therapy because
Yes,
I feel like, ano,
Go
Jud?
to therapy, Taylor.
Correct. If di ka magtog therapy, mapareha ka mahimo jud kang plan.
Charo, check ka.
Nga plastic.
I feel like therapy, Jud, is, I mean, it's one of the means, Jud, for you to be able to address your issues, Jud.
Correct.
And, I mean, of course, art, like, kagets mo ko nga, in a sense, doing art is a form of therapy in itself for some people. But then again, like among good ng na-adjay professional who will
Yeah.
be able to listen to you, will be able to diagnose you kung sa imong condition.
Tinoon.
Because you don't know about what if you'll need na medication judi ay.
Yeah.
And it's never a bad thing for you to be an artist and be in therapy.
Yeah.
Because like everybody needs that type of help if they can access that type of help. Jud.
Also, if actually if you're an artist who is born with a
Yeah.
with a disorder like ADHD. Hi ADHDers.
guys!
Hi fellow
I hope you're watching.
ADHDers.
Charot.
Like I have ADHD and I have anxiety and kuan. I'm actually taking medications for it. And I just found out when I was 29 years old. I'm 30 now. 29, 28.
Just last year.
Yeah, just last
More-
year.
more or
And
less.
and you're going through this, like you're going through the motions of being an artist and finding yourself. And I didn't even know that I had ADHD and I was born with it.
Exactly.
So it becomes hard to cope because people tell you to like you just keep going, just keep but you can't really keep going. Pero kanang like ingon ana, do you think ikaw Ruby, do you think if you think you have a problem, will it be hard? Is it usually hard for people to ask for help? Is it really that hard to ask for help?
Ikaw, based on your like experiences in life.
Based on my experience, actually dili man gyud lisod mga og ko ano
For you,
tapang
oo.
para nako
For
ha. Kay especially ako nga actually mas ma-appreciate nako. The reason why daghan kayong mustay nga tao na ako because I am being
Pila ka bo?
honest to myself, like ikaw, si Direct Hotchi, si kay Jerry or
Usahay kita.
kuan. Alas tanan.
Ni
Oo,
stay ba
ganahan
ko?
kay
Charot.
sila na ako because I am very honest to myself manggod. So especially if kung unsa ako ang na-feel inana, and sometimes mataklas sa gani ko sa
What
pagkakuan.
nahitabo?
And if na ako'y problema, you just say it, especially nga I am a theater practitioner. Kay para ang imuhang director, ang imuhang producer or kinsa pa na aware nga naa kay gibati diha. That as a performer ha, you really have to be honest, and if naa may something nga mahitabo nimo or naa ka na pagdadaanan or something in ana, ingna gyud ang mga katrabaho nimo because again theater is a collaborative art. So if wala sila kabalo nga ni kalitra kag hawa dira kay kanang naa day kay gikuan gi pangagian inana mo kalilin
Yeah,
ko
yung kalitra kag awol.
mo kalitra kag awol inana. So wala ta kabalo mo ra clueless ba.
Yeah.
So dili lang okay ra if ikaw may ma-destroy. Pero kuan ka nang ma-destroy mapugod ang production o ang mga tawo nga kuan. Nanana ba?
Yeah,
Marani mo nga ni kalit ra kag lakaw, ni hawak kag kalit sa mong production. Naratol ang mga tanang tawo namin nga nag-post
Yes,
sa
missing
kuan.
person
I
siya,
feel so
guys.
attacked right
The
now.
missing person
Kay
siya
ikaw
for
man
pila
gyud
ka
akong
days.
gipasabot.
For pila ka days, Jer?
But in a serious note,
Pila ka days siya na
3
missing
days?
person.
3?
Oh,
4?
but in a serious note,
4 days or 4 days.
Kuan kanang moingon gyud ka dapat, especially nga kaninga art, kaninga theater na ay producer, na ay mga director, na ay actor na.
Yeah.
Dili ra maguni siya. Okay ra unta ikaw if
Nakakalagot ako dahil sa
good. No. Okay ra
Are you confronting me? Sorry. Intervention.
Ipapatulfo na
Tulfo na ba ni dahil?
idol kasi, ano kasi.
Ikaw ra siguro nga kanang like kuan ra ka visual artist nga drawing ka diha nya mawala ka galit. Okay ra ka ikaw ra man usa.
Okay.
Wala ka usa. Pero kanang theater, ikaw pa director, mawala ra kang kalit, nabuang na. Unsaon ka na no?
Yeah,
Pero
especially with theater.
Oh,
Yeah.
theater.
Collaborative effort
Like
bang good.
the art form, if it's really
Mao nang-
collaborative, like with dancers.
mo nang importante
Sila
kay if
Musicians.
performer ka, kinahanglan jud ka og therapy pod kay kanang kinahanglan kag katong gitudlo ni Hotchi nako nga unsa toy term niya? Masking ba to imong giingon day? Nga kanang masking kanang murabag ikaw na kay masking.
Masking ka,
Masking
psychological
kinsa?
nga
Psychological nga masking inana.
Like
Kinahanglan
you have
ka
a
ana.
face For you have a facade.
Kinahanglan
be
kag
able
inana.
to
Spell facade.
with people.
Spell facade.
Ayun lang ang spelling. Uy, basta kay kung ano. So, kinahanglan ka mag-practice og inana pod. And mo na kinahanglan og therapy if you are a performer or a theater practitioner. Dili man na siya. Ang kanang kong therapy, wala man gud gipili. Madato ka, mapobre ka, or unsa man inana. Kinahanglan gyud na nimo. And if naa kay kuan, like budget, ang to kag psychiatrist siguro po.
Yeah, and I think just to piggyback off of what Ruby is saying, but I feel like sometimes mong good, a lot of artists who are going through mental stuff become problems, liabilities in their production. So na ka ay artist man gud na siya, ana gyud na siya. Ato ang sab.
Yeah, murag, ay,
It became a
okay ra.
curse pa yan na.
It becomes like
Basta
work.
kuan.
It becomes kuan ba accepted na siya even
Yeah.
if
Oo.
Like, it became our brand.
exactly
Oo.
ba
Na lang na,
artist
ay,
mo na siya, it's fine. Ano dyan
Ayaw
sila.
na siya kay naman gina basta artist.
Oo.
Sabta na siya.
I-tolerate,
Oo,
tolerate
like,
ba?
like we also have to understand na the creative industry is also a professional industry.
Exactly na.
Correct.
Okay na siya ka lang.
So as much as possible, katong giingon ni Ruby, find someone, or if you can't tell your director, your producer, or whatever, tell someone in the production, or someone who can tell another person in the production nga he's going through this. So we can, like, especially sa atong part nga nag-handle ta og productions.
Oo.
It's it's a liability. It becomes a huge problem if mawadaan mig usa ka actor, usa ka
Correct.
performer, and we don't wala day mi kabalo nga na-depressed day siya or kuan day siya, because it's depression is a silent killer ba yan?
Tinoon.
Sinoon ba yan na?
No, so as if you think na you have a problem, and I think I can say this because I've been through it. I'm still going through it. Show up. If you can't show up, tell someone about it so we can actually address the problem, or
Correct.
we can replace you or whatever. The
exactly.
production can
Tinoon.
have the space and the time to to address that issue.
True.
So yeah, kanang ang like sa first before this we talked about like crazy artists having this image and whatever. Pero we're also talking about sa side sa production, because we've been in like both sides of the coin na we were performers and actors. Ruby actor and performer gyapon siya, and we've handled productions, we directed and we produced productions. It's actually like we understand na nganong mag-away ang directors, producers, or like production staff and the talents.
Correct.
Because maingon ana, performers don't say anything.
Ang conflicts in
Conflicts sa kuan, and it's a very stressful environment.
Correct.
pressure cooker ko na, especially
Mao nang
pre-prod is like grab patson na yun.
Correct.
Once it starts,
Grabe. So,
pre-prod pa lang, pag start pa lang yun, day one pa lang, it's a pressure cooker.
Yes, mga ma'am she curls. If mag-production
Like,
mo, school art.
If you're going to start production, for those nga students who are going through
It's a pressure cooker.
their art classes and art courses, no, if you're going to graduate, if you're taking that in college, I think na po, 'di ba, mga senior high?
Yeah. They have that.
It is a very stressful environment, no matter how happy everyone is.
Correct.
The deadlines and the and I actually when I was talking to my therapist, she actually said na siya ha, like nag-PhD na, nagkuan na, doktor, siya nga, your profession, like for artists, your profession is very, very difficult to tawag ni, pag magkasakit mentally ang mga tao in this industry, it's very hard to cope. Kay grabe siya ka stressful. Kay dili good siya kanang long drawn nga from it's not 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It's the moment you wake up, and even when you're sleeping, you're dreaming about your production.
Oo.
And
Consuming din siya.
until sa mag tawag ani mag-show na siya until the last curtain call. You still have your post-prod and you still
Correct.
have your so I can understand why we saying crazy good ang artist. Okay, it's a really crazy environment that makes you insane, and you have to keep telling yourself, okay, I have to be sane, I have to do this,
Daghan
I
kay
have
kang
to do this.
yun-na. Daghan
It's
jud
all
siya
consuming
kaayo.
jud kaayo siya.
Yeah.
Everything.
Pero I wanna know pod, like, what do you do when you are like going through that pressure?
Ako sa pressure in terms of what direct?
Like kanang mag-production ta
When you're
or
going
like
through
in
it,
any
oo.
production, like during that process.
When you're stressed out.
Siguro kay kuan kanang karon manggod no as a first production nato sa IAUK kay nag-adjust pa magud ko ato, especially nga mo lagi na nga nilayo ko ni Marky dayon pagkahuman kanang ako ang parents po na wala pa ko'y work atong time ha. So nag-adjust gyud ko, wala ko kibaon sa akong buhaton ni nana. Pero pag second nang kuan nga nana ko'y job dayon nakasabot na po, nag-open relationship namin ni Marky at that time. Condolence day. I hope you're happy now, Marky. Kuan ka nang
Pag sarcastic lang ito siya.
kung nakakaroon sige tanduga ko ning kortina dire. Des ko
Naon pa lang ang kortina.
Oo,
Okay,
anyway.
paano di mo bayuta ka ha?
Kuan ka
Day.
nang naka-adjust na ko tanan-tanan. I made sure nga especially na pressure ko because second run na. So I made sure nga kanang before ko mosulod sa production ginabilin gyud ako ang kuan murag personal life nako sa amo ang balay. So before ko moanhi diri katong gitudlo ni Hochi nga mag-yoga inana. So before ko ikadaw ko mag-exercise basically.
Yeah.
So mag-yoga sa kus balay, i-relax ako kung galingon kay makakita na po ko sa naong ni kuan.
Wala.
Yeah.
Kay naman jud
Wala.
actually ang kanang
Name names.
Name, drop-
actually
drop
naman
the
jud
name.
mga naong sa kanang especially nga mga big productions dili magutanan ganahan ka.
Tinood. That's true.
Tinuray lang.
You can't-
Maglanaa jud
oo.
kay usa or duha ka book nga
You can't like everybody.
Oo nga
That's
nang
true.
wala kay
Actually, going
choice.
through theater productions like going through high school all over again.
Yes.
Oo, mura kag Ginoo ko mura
All,
og
all the
bata.
cat fights.
You have
it's-
to work
it's
with
there.
people you don't even like.
Correct.
Yes.
Literally.
So, na po makita na mo ko ano niya so kinahanglan
Stihan
kag
ni- oo.
facade na po.
Yes.
Oh,
Like you actually have to
Version na
be like we are pressured din. Kanang murag naka-build na pudtag ka ng ingon ana nga we compartmentalize mo
Yeah.
ka na. Okay pa mag-start ang kuan, everybody smile.
correct.
Yeah.
Na lang.
Artistic through and through.
Yes.
Mo na.
So it's like if you like go through like behind the scenes, if for people who have been like backstage, mga kauyaban, mga
Correct.
kuan or whatever nga
Kineme sa
makita
life.
nga backstage, it's really stressful.
Correct.
It is.
And makita ka sa cat fights, like makita
Yeah.
ka sa everything, and it makes you so crazy.
Oo, tinuod mo nang mag-yoga sa ako, mag-meditate sa ako sa kagalingon, inana mag-research gani ko usahay nga unsaon nga kanang maantos nimo nang naong sa tawo nga kanang di ka ganahan.
But also, it's very addicting, no?
Oo.
Kanang,
Pero mo po na at the same time, mo po na siya murag kamingawan ako sa production nga kanang okay yes na nakita akong dili
a lot
ganahan
of like
magfasad-fasad
highs
na
and
po ko.
lows. And
Yeah, true. The struggle is
Uy,
real.
Correct.
ko, like with the side pool sa production mark, di ba, mawala ang tag actors
Oo.
or wala mi rehearsal venue or
Oo.
whatever nga.
Pagkabang na sa bibing abigay.
Imagine-
Peste.
Sa ka building line sa picture.
Then pagsaka kay Speakers Building di ko napunta. Tingnan ko, asa yung mga piniste mga wala man yung rehearsal pagsaka daw kay naalis Speakers Building. Bloopers kito.
It's very-
Yawa.
Time sa asa na? Ansa na?
Katong
Katong ito ta
sa sa itong nga building.
Sa
Sky
itong nga
cable?
building. Katong sa Piapi ba?
Itong sa Piapi.
Sa Piapi.
Katong work.
Katong kuasa na to.
Pamelas?
Pamelas.
Bayat ko nga sa dog picture na naanami ko gapasa ka ko wala man kasaba-saba ng mga bayat ko asa man mga pistihan ni diabot ako sa rooftop
Or
pagsaka na ko
kanang kuan.
asa na mo so Mark Tamis Speakers Building yawa
Ganaan. Ano kung cellphone dito?
bogo
Okay.
Or kana pong kuan, kana magchismis sa backstage, no?
Correct.
Kanang
Not very
tug-tug-tug-tug-tug-tug. Yeah, funeral scene.
oo kana late na siya kay wala na ko ang queue
Yes.
Oo.
kay
Sago na siya.
busy ka unya tingnan lang ang SM hoy Mark asa naman ka iba namang scene ako di ay very good Very nice.
Anyway,
Last show.
So yun ana, ako lang is
Asa si Mark.
imo na siyang i-ready imong kaugalingon sa mga inana nga mga butang as an actor. And kami po, lucky lang mi ni Kuya Mark, kaming direct hot chick, Kuya Jerry, kay na naman may
Bayot mo
experience.
ka, Day.
Bayot man ko. Hindi mo ko lucky.
Ha?
Dili man ka laki, bayot man ka.
Amo gani.
Check.
Kuan ka.
Swerte.
Naami mga training sa theater inana. So advantage na mo pero katong mga nag-start pa lang nga wala jud like zero experience gyud or kita ka naman tay mga degree sa theater so murag naana na gyud puntaan na.
Wow.
So,
Check.
oo. So grabe gyud tong kuan sa mo tatong na atong previous nga teacher na mo.
La!
Okay, can you say that artists are really crazy?
Yes, they are. Very.
Creative.
But I feel like I think we say artists are crazy because all out mong ta when we do something jud and we take our art most of the time we take it very seriously ba.
Tinon.
We take it becomes our personality basically.
Yeah.
So we sing a crazy time because we give everything we have. We sacrifice a lot of things for our art. So in a say it is crazy sometimes but we're it's either there's give it your all bahala mahurutan basta kay laban lang ng laban ano ba gatsi kita ba
We even kanang tawag ani we still go on imbis nga empty, we run on empty.
yeah that's very real sa patay na jud ta inside pero sige lang jud laban
Ana
autopilot to
may mapagkukulang.
pagkukulang natin sa kinabuhi ito mga shortcomings
I'm sorry love.
mga yeah, pero ikaw Ruby, can you say that artists are crazy?
Kuan. Depende nga heaven.
Charot.
Kuan crazy pero in a creative way. Kay ngano kanang
Creative way.
kay ang mga
Crazy.
kuan man god mga creative things nag-start gyud na siya og kanang mga crazy stuffs pod. Kanang ang binuangay ra ba? Like ako naka-remember ko sa katong pag-create og naay usa ka musical sa Manila, dili na ko i-mention nga po mention nga kanang kuan lang kanang
Bukos di ka na po.
nga kuan lang sa ilang mga barkada kanang urag storya lang sa mga barkada kinabuang lang nya naday nag-take og notes hantod nga nahimo siyang successful nga musical. Ang kuan ba? Gulong ng buhay.
Oh, wala na na.
Rock of Ages.
Really? Go, baka ko siya, kondo ako sa gusto kita.
So mga nag-story-story sila
Really?
hantod nga nahimo siyang nindot kami nga musical. So if ikaw artist ka din wala po kay crazy nga idea
Ideas.
pod. Kay
Yeah.
usahay man gud kita sometimes kaning mga abstract na to nga mga ideas. Mga kwarta ba tani?
If ma-translate siya into
Matranslate siya
something,
into art, into something. Dayon mong kuha tag director or kuan. Kung naa na makita ra na mo produce ani nga show, di kani atong kabuang from kabuang to kuan.
To ka
Something
kwarta.
to something.
true.
Ano ba like from where we get our inspirations or our like source of art? It's from everyday life.
Yeah,
lagi,
correct.
but it's just our way of expressing it and telling the story. That's why it looks crazy. That's why we look crazy. Because it's just our way of showing it to the world and sharing it to the world.
True.
Yung katawanan kayo ba kay kana ganing binuang ra ba na ako pero mga to palakpak kaayo. Kung kay bawal lang mo. Kabuang ra rin tanan.
Jema today, guys.
Jema ra
Actually.
hindi ka nahimo na dai siyang something ako
Yeah, tinuod.
na himong global phenomenon. Sa RuPaul's Drag Race nga mugna na
siya
raman na
study,
ni
diba?
RuPaul nga
Nga
kuan blurred pa ganitong pinakauna lang
Season
episode.
1,
Hantod nga nahimo na gud siyang again global phenomenon.
Yes.
Correct.
The more people are becoming open to it, and now it's like becoming everyone is open to it.
Yeah.
See?
Everybody enjoys it when they see like they drag show mo atutan.
Correct. Munang kanang kabuang nimo karon ayaw jud nag kuani kanang ayaw ra siya kanang
Ayaw
kalimti
kundangi.
ayaw kundangi.
Ayaw na siya.
Kabuang is kabuang. Diba? Dahil na mo produce nimo.
Yeah, it's
Yung mga videos kanang Wag ka lang mawala. Wag ka, Anthony, viral ang piste.
Yun.
Oo. Yatay, uy.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
wrapping up, no, okay, artists being crazy and artists artists being crazy and artists needing therapy for being crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it something that do we have to fix the craziness or do we have to just
I feel like art in itself is a crazy field. So sometimes it brings out the crazy
Yeah.
in the people
it
who
goes with the profession?
it goes with the profession. It brings the craziness out of the people who participate
Correct.
in it. But that doesn't mean that it's something that should go unchecked. Because sometimes it can and it does affect our lives, Jud.
Yeah.
It can lead us to very dark times in our lives. And so, like I've mentioned earlier, na if naakay opportunity, if you have the means to seek for help, always seek out for help. Don't
Yeah.
don't use art as like a cover for the things you're going through.
Yeah.
If you have if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, see a shrink, then by all means do that.
But
But
gawas po siya sa imong art
Correct.
if your thoughts are becoming darker. your art
exactly,
becomes
people
so
can
dark.
see it. Like,
Yeah.
is she okay?
Tinuod.
She's showing death. Ano ba? Something like that. So yeah, as much as possible, art in itself is already a crazy field. So being crazy while in a crazy field is not going to be the most beneficial for you as a person. So as much as possible, try to keep your mental state in its best shape as you could possibly have it, and kana lang, just prosper and do your best to
Live long and prosper.
be sane as much as
Correct.
possible. Sane Malik. Charot, ano.
Correct.
Ikaw, Day,
Kuan.
what can you say to
oy,
our
kinahanglan
aspiring
nagter-
artists
Aspiring artist nga kuan.
and fellow artists?
You go to a therapist kay kuan, kinahanglan pod ka ana gyud para ma-maintain nimo imong mental health, ay ma-check nimo imong mental health if you are still healthy mentally. But that doesn't mean nga kuan, in order for you to continue with your crazy stuffs. Actually, ana. So kinahanglan pag kuan, mental health, di ba? Kay para kung moingon ka nga kanang crazy stuff sin ana, so as long as wala na siya nakasakit sa uban, ayaw ganong imong iunda nga imong buang gani ka, di ba?
Ay,
Nga
pangisog.
kuan, buang gani ka nga artist.
Ay, pangis.
Pero
Gusto yan eh, kita.
para matarong imong pagkabuang,
Kalma,
matarong imong pagkabuang,
Buang,
magpa-therapy
Yeah.
ka, magpa-therapy gyud ka. You
Thumbs
cannot
up, sabi.
dili nimo na ma-stop ang good kay ngano jeans man na nimo imuha naman ang kuan na nidako naman ka
Jeans?
na jeans kanang imong gisuot karon.
Yeah.
Jeans ka niya, Char.
Buang
part of
pistihan
you.
nimo.
It's kuan.
Sapot ko ha.
Thumbs up, sabi.
Awa na. Kuan siya silently kuan
Uy,
po
hindi
siya
siya
no?
ka-like.
Ha?
Hindi siya ka-like.
Mo gani loya niya sa.
Thumbs up and
Pero
like.
katong kanang ihawa na gud na therapy. Wa na gud. Correct.
Neutral mong good siya.
Anyway, so inana kanang
Centrist.
kung ganahan ka nga kuan i-continue imong pagkabuang or pagka-artist nimo, kung imo jud gi-consider imong self as buang gyud nga
Yeah,
pagka-artist.
own it.
Own it.
Yeah.
Dili man na siya kuan, di man na nimo kinahanglang
Ikaw lang.
Oh, dili man nimo kinahanglang i-deny, di man po na nimo kinahanglang i-stop. Kay imuha man na. Nidako man ka nga naa. Kinahanglan lang jud ka og professional help kay para matarong pod ka, dili kay magpataka ra jud, kay para dili mo abot sa point nga
Maka-harm kag laing tao.
makaharm ka og laing tawo og susko see you in asylum ana if dili ka magtarong-tarong diha. So kinahanglan jud siya. Oo. So kuan kung kabuang but
Ilugar.
kinahanglan ilugar nato, and we need to seek a professional help kid as an artist.
Thank you so much.
Amen. Thank you. Maro si Kuya Mark sekretor dahil siya og kanang kuan na mag-awara.
Wala akong sinasabi.
Kami nang hilom na midiri, nag-start po siya.
Ay,
Wrap up naman ta.
So, anyway, part of the life of being an artist, we are taught and we have always been told, we are different.
Oo.
And dili gay na ingnan la ka, you actually feel different.
Oh,
So you
tinuod yun
do a lot of different things growing up. You do it different from your peers because you have different interests. You really are the crazy one. Pero that doesn't mean that you na imo siyang i-stretch. Nga you stretch yourself too thin. Nga you don't have a grasp of your own self, of your own identity and your own reality just because you want to impress your audience.
True.
To be able to get good art out there, you also have to check yourself if I'm doing well. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to risk ang akong mental health just for a few seconds of clap of applause? Is it worth it na if I don't rest karon, if dili ko matulog karon, if I don't we don't even drink water. Kanang simple things na we can't do just because we want to finish the job, we want to do it because we want to impress. And we are our worst critics, good artists.
Ano say mawalaan gani tag balance gani usahay kanang
Yeah.
stress na kaayo matingan nato nga mabuyan na tong kalit atong phone.
Yeah.
Mabuan. Kasulay ko ana kanang
space.
maana ra nimo imong kaugalingon kung unsa man ni kamutan nimo kaugalingong kuan.
It's we have to keep ourselves in check. I think it's also good na we are in this generation nga a lot of people are calling for kanang accessible na ang therapy, accessible na ang mga therapy, especially after the pandemic. Even during the pandemic, grabe karon daghan nang nag-aatog psychiatrist and seeking for
Which is great.
therapists, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. We're always taught nga, you don't, if you're crazy, you're crazy. You're not supposed to be crazy. It's okay to be seen as crazy, to be crazy, because, to be honest, normal is so boring.
Tinuod.
And if you're an artist, you are far from normalcy.
Tinuod.
And you have to own it. Yeah, it's true. You have to
Own it na lang yun.
own it, but you also have to, when you come home, you have to separate yourself from that, because you also have to be very in tune with who you are and what you want. And
Correct.
kay if dili malimot na kagkaon, malimot na kagkuan, and it's going to be very bad for your mental health. We are not, I think we as artists, we also have to understand na part sa atong occupational hazard ang all the craziness and the insanity in everything that we do.
True.
Correct.
But also although we are different, we cannot also say nga it's okay kay it's part of the job.
Yeah.
Yes, it's part of the job, pero if it's consuming you and you don't have a solid grasp on who you are, there's a problem there.
Exactly.
Because you can't do your job na gyud if ingon ana mamatay ka day.
Yes, Ma'am
Tinuod.
Shikra. Sometimes people take advantage of you
Yeah.
because of that.
And kuan pod kanang pasalamat po ta sa ato ang parents pod nga makasabot gyud nato. Kaysa tinuoray lang ako dugay kay kung nasabtan sa akong parents nga I am
Ako pod.
different.
Same.
Na dugay kay kung nasabtan ka lang.
Yes.
Matinga sila nga ngano man
Especially
siya
in
nga.
college, I grabe dyan.
Yeah.
Dugay kay nang marabag unsa gyud problema ana gus mama sa
Pero
unang
gipa-workshop ka, gipakuan ka sa una, gipa-perform ka sa una niya pag pimo ni mong adult kimo nag
padoktoron ka, nabuang na ka ma.
Grabe
Dahil
siya.
friends
Yan
okay.
naman dyan.
Pero karon nakasabot ko mo nang ako karon. Ako raw sa Dres Dumaguete. Ako
Yeah.
may na dito tanan. Kay ako ngayon nakasabot naman si mama nga kuan. Okay.
Yeah, that's also a
my
challenge.
kuan, my son is different. So tagaan ako siya space
That's
nga
also gonna
iya.
challenge you mentally how
Correct.
you can explain that to your parents.
Tinuod.
Especially with Asian
Tinuod yun.
Especially
parents.
Pinoy.
Kaya nga nung mga kuan, samot akong mama, kuan ka nang grabe ka makasocialize, president sa kapilya, mga inana. Kasi nga, amo ni ako, sabi, akita, di kita ganang makitagtawo, manggod ka na, usa samok ba? Ana. So, kuan
Yeah,
na, pasalamat ta sa
embrace
parents
being different, embrace being crazy, to all who are aspiring artists, to all who want to
That's why-
be an artist,
yun.
just keep on embracing it.
That's why it is so hard for us no to have a child siguro.
Ay, di ginuo ko dahil.
Ambot
Walang
lang,
anak.
ambot lang murag mabuang po siguro kung anak.
I have
if ever.
dogs.
Gapa, ligate naman ko. Hindi siya kumabdos. No chance.
Ano feeling ako, ano mga undergo na pagpalagit ni mo, Day?
Okay, natulog. I was asleep the whole time.
Okay.
So,
Manambok ra ba daw? Basta palagit.
okay na, basta hindi mo mabdos.
Kaya ka lang.
But that's it. Any final words?
Embrace your craziness and seek for a professional help if makaya nimo, because even though we consider ourselves as artists, remember that you are a human being and naa kay responsibility sa imong kaugalingon.
Yup.
As an artist, lisod kaayo
Yup.
kay amo ang kontra is amo ang kaugalingon nga gihapon. And dili murarag if kuan pa murarag kag nagdakop-dakop sa imong anino. So kinahanglan po ka og help yun.
Yup.
If dili na makaya sa mga tao makaya sa imong kaugalingon nag self kuan ka diha nag like sa tagan self
Pity?
diagnosis baka or unsa ba na dayon para or nag coping mechanism baka unsa ba na diha agto og kuan agto og
Naglanalana ra ka.
naglanalana ra ka mga tagna na ka nag-anak og mga kandila dili na di ba tan-awa crazy kay kog mahon-ahuna dagan kay kog thoughts sa akong kuan brain. And if ever what if kaning wala ang mga tawo sa akong palibot, di bakit sa akong mastoryahan ani akong kaugalingon gihapon. So oo. So kada sila wa ko'y pakialam if maminaw sila or dili basta kay mastorya gyud ko. So munang acto jud og therapist gyud. Though ako wala kog naga-therapy man, wala man kay
Soon.
murag soon
Wala pa
siguro.
karon, sure.
Wala pa karon.
We'll see.
But kay bawo ko nga padulong jud ko diha kay murag
Yeah.
sobrahan na ning akong utok
Yeah, if you
sa
think
kabuang.
you're padulong ka diha, just go.
And ayaw
Take
i-deny
that
imong
journey.
feelings. Ayaw gyud i-deny.
Just start that journey. Go.
Correct.
You know,
It's really therapy is really good.
Charat.
Ikaw, Mark, final words.
Siguro the only thing I can say right now is always protect yourself, Chud. Whatever that may mean to you with regards to being an artist, but always keep yourself safe.
Tinoon.
Not just physically but mentally, because at the end of the day, you only have yourself, Chud. So you always have to keep yourself safe at all times.
Correct. And
Take
ang
care.
pagka-artist kay dili ba na siya ingong ni-choose ka pagka-artist. Wala ni mo na gituyo, gipanganak ka nga inana ka. So kinahanglan jud nimong protektahan nimong kaugalingon. Mura ra kog pagkabayot, wala man minipili nga mabayot.
I
ni.
chose this.
Ha? Wala man minipili nga
Hapon na
mabayot
Jud.
ni.
Na-confirm, Chud.
Pero dako
Naka-decide
ra
ako.
Oo,
Okay.
inana.
Ako nang gisan ako
Murag
registration
feel
form.
na ko, kailan na kog mas daghang conflict.
Correct. Mo na.
I wanna be gay.
Ano lang, pace yourself, protect yourself, giingon ni Mark.
Wear a condom. Char.
Also, you have to know that we have the power to influence the next generations and the people of this generation.
True.
One of the most underpaid professions ang artist, especially dire sa Pilipinas. But it is the most consumed nga kuan nga content
True.
of this generation. Labi na kay online, everybody's online. So everybody consumes art. But not everybody is paying artists.
Correct.
So
True.
Kaya na po yung mga artist nga di siya magpabayad.
Oh, so-
Kaya na po yung ibang artist nga ang kwarta himo ang canvas. Gisi-gision.
So yeah, you have to arm yourself and protect yourself from kuan. Embrace the crazy but balance as always.
Tinoon.
So,
Yes!
Wow.
you know,
Double na dito, guys.
Na gipamaol na jud ako ang kuan ng ako ang
Upping
upping
checks.
sig katawa.
Lami kag botox,
Yes.
dahil natural botox. Oh, correct.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes,
for
guys.
this
Thank you for
episode.
joining us,
See you
everyone.
again
See you again.
next week. Every Saturday at 8 p.m. on YouTube, but we upload on Spotify earlier, usually Monday or Tuesdays. But
Correct.
Saturdays, 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like,
Correct.
share, and
Subscribe!
Embrace the suckiness. Suckiness. Ay, nakaano ko sa kong.
Back in that bag again. Whoa, yeah. Hey. Back in that, yeah. Tell them to watch it. Now I ain't talking my pocket.